Guys, it's Geneva Style here. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I wanted to react to anything involving Darth Vader and Anakin Skywalker. I just have a nostalgic mood today. I wanted to go back to the originals and the prequels and see what's out there. I mean, I've Googled it and see if there was any was any video that kind of like combined scenes from the prequels and this, the original trilogies on Darth Vader and Anakin, and that's one of the videos that I found. I've never seen it, so it's called Darth Vader Remembers. It's gonna be fun. So I'm predict it's gonna be sad as well. So make sure to subscribe, and let's get to the video.
Anakin was seduced by the dark side of the Force. When that happened, the good man who was your father was destroyed. These visions you have, they have pain, suffering, death. Anakin Skywalker, my father.
That name no longer has any meaning for me.
It is the name of your true self. You've only forgotten. You are strong and wise. I am very proud.
Wow. To be honest with you, I'm surprised that I didn't cry because I felt it was coming. It was kind of short, it was 1 minute and 39 seconds, but it was very concise and very powerful. The music was great, and the scenes were great. I mean, it was a great combination of all scenes, and I really enjoyed the voiceover. I really enjoyed the voiceover whenever we have Darth Vader that remembers Anakin Skywalker, and then you hear Anakin's voice, like in his head, because really Anakin Skywalker's face belongs to Hayden Christensen and his voice, and so when we, of course, that's reminiscent of that part of his life, and that memory comes back to him in that face and that with the in that voice. So of course he will remember himself as Anakin Skywalker through Hayden Christensen, through the same act. It wouldn't be the original actor, because we don't really know. Of course, if you take the originals, we don't really know um, much about the actor that played Darth Vader, in the sense that we have never experienced him with that physicality. We just saw him at the end, and then the Force Ghost that actually was substituted with Hayden Christensen in the end, and they did on purpose because technically the image of Anakin Skywalker belongs to Hayden Christensen, and that's what they wanted to. I think it was a great connection between all movies. I think they made a right choice. Some people criticized that action of substituting the Force Ghost at the end of the Return of the Jedi. I appreciated that touch. I mean, some people have the originals with the original actor that played Darth Vader. Of course, others bought the new version and they also enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I have both copies, so I don't mind watching both, and it doesn't hurt my feelings. Hayden Christensen is a great actor. He did such a good job on his playing the role as Anakin, and I think it was very undermined. It was kind of like underestimated and not as appreciated as I would have liked to. I believe Hayden Christensen's role was more appreciated now, and is more appreciated now than it was at the time when it was released. Except for the third movie, I have to say, when the third movie of the prequel trilogy, first of all, it was one of the best, and I think was one of the most popular of all, if you think about it. He really I think is one of the highest gross movies of all time, The Revenge of the Sith. And there's a reason for that. They did a good job with it, and also he did a good job. Now, in the first two movies, I mean, the first movie, that poor child was criticized, but the poor child, I mean, he did what he was supposed to do, and he was great. The second movie, that's when he was criticized, but I like that too. I mean, I like all movies. I really like all of them. There, you can apply criticisms to all of them, but they're still good. They're still awesome. And Revenge of the Sith is my favorite of all. Even with the sequel trilogy, they just don't compare. There's something. There's a charge there. There's so much at stake there. There's so much at stake. Even the family is at stake. It's just great. It's a great overall story. Some things don't make sense, but if you watch the movie, you cannot buy into it. It just because it's so emotional, so powerful. And some people don't appreciate the change from Darth Vader to Anakin. It's just that it was a little bit too abrupt. And the reasoning behind it was a little bit unexplainable. It was like it didn't make any sense. In truth, in my opinion, it did make sense. However, it didn't make sense how she died, Padme. I guess she died from a broken heart, but the way they they displayed it on the screen was a little bit too fast. But that was my opinion. But that's really minimal criticism. It's not really a big deal for me. It did work for me. It did work in the movie. I was emotional and I cried. I think this is one of the Revenge of the Sith and The Rise of Skywalker. Those are the only movies in which I did cry. These two movies in particular. One, of course, because of Anakin and Darth Vader and what happens to him. He's a man who loses everything if you think about it. He lost everything. He lost himself. He lost his body, his beauty too, his persona, um, and is a talent as an independent body. He has to depend on a machine now, right? And then his children, his wife. I mean, he lost everything, right? He lost his friends. He lost his support. People really loved him. And then in The Rise of Skywalker, you see Kylo Ren uh, dying and Ben Solo passing to the next life or as a Force ghost. We don't know what's going on with that. I don't know what they're doing, if they're bringing him back, but as far as we know, he's a Force ghost. He's done, right? His physical form is lost, and that loss for me was very painful to witness. And so yeah, so that was great. It was very emotional. I liked the editing. The editing was great. So I have no complaints. It was well done. The music was great. The imagery was great. Um, it was well done, well edited. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to subscribe, to like, and I will be trying to post as many videos as possible lately just because I'm home. And it's really good anti-stress. I'm very stressed as being pregnant. I'm very stressed, and I really need to kind of break free from household cleaning. And Star Wars is the best anti-stress factor for me. But again, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.